Hello, YouTubers. How are you today? Okay, today I wanted to go over the second of the 15 promises that our Heavenly Mother has granted to us, or at least to those who recite the Rosary. And the second one is, I promise my special protection and the greatest graces to all those who recite the Rosary. Okay. So you may or may not understand that. So what I wanted to do is kind of go over it best I can. I wanted to at least go over the two highlighted sections, which is special protection and greatest graces. Special protection. Well, what is special? What is special protection? Correct. Well, I pull up an excerpt of a website. The website is how to pray the rosary everyday.com. And in that particular website, there was an excerpt or a example of what this person by the name of Janet from California thought of which to her was special protection. So I wanted to give you this as an example. And it says here that she says here, 3 weeks ago, my mother asked for Monday off from work. That specific Monday, one of her co-workers texted her about the company's car porch being destroyed by this short gust of wind. She sent pictures, but it wasn't until the next day when she saw the real damage. My mother and another of her co-workers always parked in that spot. Only she didn't work that day and her co-worker had gone home early. His company car was severely damaged, and it made me realize about the Rosary's second promise. So in this case, for Janet and her mother, they concluded that because they pray the Rosary every day, that our Heavenly Mother gave her a special protection in regards to the damage of the company's car and whatnot. That's one example. Other examples could be in regards to maybe being at the wrong place at the wrong time and having things happen to other people and not to you. For example, it could be, say, a car accident where you might be driving with 2 or 3 other people, and you get sideswiped, and the 2 other people in your car were heavily injured, and then you might have walked away with maybe a couple of scratches. And you can go on and on with these type of special protections. So that's one thing that I wanted to bring out. The other part was, and in regards to the second promise, is what they call the greatest graces. So I went to a website called dictionary.com, and I wanted to look up the word grace. Now, the word grace has 2 different. It could be a noun or it could be a verb. And when it comes to being a verb, it could be, for example, to lend or add grace. Many fine paintings grace the rooms of the house. Or to favor or honor, to grace an occasion with one's presence. I don't think in this regard that grace was intended to be a verb. I think it's more a noun. And there's a few different subheadings when it comes to being a noun. Elegance, attractive quality, favor or goodwill, manifestation of favor, especially by a superior. I think that one pertains, being that God is superior to us. And an example here is, it was only through the dean's grace that I was expelled from school. Also here, number 5, mercy, clemency, pardon. He was saved by act of grace from the governor. I think those are the two meanings that our Heavenly Mother wanted to give us. And so in regards to the promise, it says, you will get the greatest graces. I think a lot when it comes to the greatest graces, what would be the greatest of graces? Well, for me, I think the greatest grace would be when you pass on and you may not, quote unquote, qualify to go to heaven, but our Heavenly Mother will intercede and help us through Jesus to enter heaven when we die. For me, that would be the greatest of graces. Going back to this definition, forgiveness, mercifulness, and the Bible talks so much about mercy, and I really believe that, or pardon, right? Pardon, leniency, reprieve. These are the things that our Heavenly Mother is trying to help us through us doing our part and praying the Rosary each and every day. We will get the greatest of graces, and she will be on our side more than if you don't pray the Rosary. So this is what I wanted to go over in regards to this second of the 15 promises. I promise my special protection. And I think the special protection really pertains more to our life, on this planet. And then the second part, greatest graces, pertains really to our passing. Now, we can have graces when we have this particular, when we're on this earth. We can have other graces. But I think when you're talking about the greatest graces, I think that's when you pass on and you go from being mortal to being immortal. And those are the two things I wanted to bring out in this particular promise. If you have any questions or any comments, please comment. And if you can, please subscribe. Thank you, and God bless.